glider 13 gliders and sailplanes. Alright, let's chat about some common glider concepts that every glider pilot should have in their toolkit. While this list isn't exhaustive, it covers some fundamental ideas that you'll come across in the world of gliding. First up, we have the knot. No, not the kind you tie. In aviation, a knot is a nautical mile per hour. Now, a nautical mile is a bit longer than a regular mile, about 6,076 feet. To keep things simple, when you see 1 knot on a variometer, it means the glider is climbing at a rate of approximately 100 feet per minute. So, if you catch a 4-knot thermal, that's lifting the glider at 400 fpm. Then we've got lift and sink. Lift is that magical rising air that lifts the glider higher, measured in knots. On the flip side, sink is when the air is falling, making the glider lose height. Let's talk about the glider's attitude. No, not whether it's having a good or bad day, but its orientation in the air concerning the horizon. If the glider's nose is pointing down, we say it has a nose-down attitude about its lateral axes. Attitude can also involve a roll or bank and a pitch up or down concerning the lateral axis. Now, onto pitch. Picture this. It's the up and down movement around the lateral axis. If you want to lift the nose and drop the tail, you increase the pitch. Decrease the pitch, and you drop the nose while lifting the tail. Rolling right into the next concept. Roll. This is the glider's movement around a line between its nose and tail longitudinal axes. If you roll right, you drop the right wing and lift the left one. And then there's yaw, giving the glider that cool turning motion where the nose swings to the right or left about its vertical axis. Let's not forget about the cable. It's not your regular steel wire but the one connecting the glider to the winch, about 5 mm wide. Always handle it with care, especially until you've got the hang of it. Moving on to the strop. This is a special part of the winch cable made to be handled, featuring those toast rings that attach to the glider. Now, the weak link. No, not your buddy who's always borrowing your stuff. It's a safety device in the winch cable or tow line, coming in different strengths indicated by color. Always use the right one for your glider. And speaking of moving parts, we've got the elevator. No, not the one in your building. In a glider, it's a movable section in the tailplane, controlling whether the glider climbs or takes a dip in flight. Last but not least, let's talk about thermals. These are like bubbles or columns of warm rising air. Pilots love finding these because they give the glider a boost in altitude. Now let's explore the skill of converting metric distances to feet, a crucial ability for any adept glider pilot. It's akin to having a secret code to decipher distances seamlessly. So, here's the inside scoop on the conversions. Firstly, when dealing with meters to feet, remember the magic number. 1 meter equals 3.2808 feet. It's like having a trusty wand. Whenever you encounter a distance in meters, just wave the wand, multiply by 3.2808, and you've got the distance in feet. Imagine effortlessly translating the vertical dimensions of your gliding world with this enchanting formula. Now, let's elevate our conversion prowess to include kilometers, nautical miles, and statute miles. Here's the professorial guide to mastering these aviation metrics. 1 nautical mile equals 1.852 kilometers. Picture this as the expansive view from the cockpit, where nautical miles seamlessly blend with kilometers, providing a comprehensive spatial understanding. 1 nautical mile, NM, also equals 1.151 statute miles, SM. It's like having 2 languages for expressing distance, a bilingual skill for the seasoned aviator. For kilometers to nautical miles, NM, the conversion factor is 0.53996. This is akin to understanding the dialects within the aviation community, embracing the nuances of distance metrics. So, the next time you find yourself in the cockpit, pondering distances, remember these conversion incantations. Whether it's the graceful glide in nautical miles or the terrestrial stride in statute miles, you'll be armed with the linguistic finesse to express distances in the language of the skies. If you click like and subscribe and leave a comment, we will provide a coupon for a free PDF download, one of 9 ebooks. However, each individual can only download up to 1 out of 9 ebooks for free.